Thank you for joining us. I'll get the formalities out of the way now, so please like, share, subscribe. Most of all, I'd like these meditations to spark a real conversation in the comments. I mean, a discussion, not trying to tell people they're wrong. We're all different. We'll all interpret these ideas in our own way. And that's the point. There's no right or wrong. None of us have it all figured out. Just to be clear, this isn't a guided meditation. It's a daily reflection. We sit with a quote, a few thoughts, and hopefully we carry something from it into our day. So, find a comfortable place, ideally somewhere quiet, but don't stress. If it's not perfect, what is essential is that you give yourself permission to be here, to take this time for yourself to reflect and grow. Now, how you use what comes up, that's your choice. So let's begin. The courage to be you. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Carl Jung. Today's meditation. Adler believed that we each have the power to shape our own life stories, not by chance or circumstance, but by our own will to live meaningfully. When you stop measuring yourself by comparison and start asking, what kind of person do I want to be? Something shifts. You step into a space where your uniqueness becomes your strength, not your shame. You don't need anyone's permission to evolve. You're not broken. You are becoming. Each time you make a choice aligned with your values, you reinforce the courage to become more fully yourself. Take 2 minutes to reflect on what was said there. With regard to meditation, I'll be honest, I was meditating on this a while ago. I did find it quite difficult at first to really isolate what or who I wanted to be. It was when reading a book where it asked me to write what I wanted my legacy to be. As soon as I put pen to paper, it started to get easier. Writing forced me to be more honest with myself. And I think that's the key here. It's not about getting it right. It's about being willing to sit with the question and answer it truthfully. Question 1. What are 3 values I hold that truly define me? Take 2 minutes to meditate on this. With this question, the three values I want to hold on to are honesty, trustworthiness, and being a free spirit. I think it should be endeavour and things like this and success, but they're the ones that come to me. If you're struggling to come up with your own, use an interview question I stole off a colleague. And I would ask, if I asked your best friend to describe you in 3 words, what would they say? You'd need to think, what would you want them to say? Because in an interview, quite often people will give you an honest answer to this question. And you'll answer it more honestly when you ask yourself in that way. Question 2. When was the last time I honoured who I am rather than who others expect me to be? Take another 2 minutes for this one. Number 2, actually, I do this quite a lot in certain areas of my life, so I'm a risk taker. I saved up for a year and then I cycled around South America for a year. This is so much about honouring my own path. I like to do things I want to do. But I also notice I do fall into people pleasing at times, especially with friends. I genuinely enjoy doing nice things for people, but there's a balance. And I don't always get that right. It's something that I keep coming back to and I need to work on. In what small way can I express more of my authentic self today? Take 2 minutes for this. final question. In some areas of my life, especially at work, I do this a lot, sometimes to my detriment. I left my last job because of moral differences, and I've learned to speak up when something feels wrong. Even in everyday conversations, I can be quite candid. Sometimes it's as simple as not going along with things just to keep the peace, but saying, here's how I see it, or this is what I believe. Those small moments build up into something real. Again, it is about balance and how you structure your comments, not going against everything, so it doesn't cause arguments, but creates conversations, or at least asserts yourself.